Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another installment of Rick's Top 6. Now the thing with this series, it comes with its own theme song and it goes a little something like this.
Rick's Top 6, party time, excellent.
But before we begin, we publish theme park videos on this channel all the time. So hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you'll know when another video is ready for you to view. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, we're doing the top 6 must-buys when visiting Universal Studios. Now, I mean, that's a big project, so I have a few rules for myself. One, I can't include any Harry Potter today because I've already done videos on that. And also, I can't include any food today because that's going to be a future video. And then, since there's so much, I'm going to throw in a couple bonus items. Okay guys, for the first item on today's must-buy list, we're going to head into the Universal Studios store, which is located right after you come into the park, right through the front gate. Going to be the very first store you see on your left, the Universal Studios store. And item number 1 is going to be lanyards. These are pass holder favorites. Pass holders here love to have their lanyards, but it's for anyone. I recommend this for anyone visiting the park. It's a good place to hold your ticket and your passes. You're going to have to refer to that often when getting in and out of the park, or perhaps you're going to get discounts if you have like annual passes. You're going to keep pulling that out. So it's good to have that, and it's stylish. And not only are they useful for inside the park, but once you go home, a lot of companies have employee ID badges that you must wear while you're at work. What better way to show your personality than have a customized lanyard, one you got here from Universal. Now these logo and character lanyards are going to run you $10, but there's all kinds to choose from. If you're a fan of Cat in the Hat, then you got to pick up a Cat in the Hat lanyard. There's SpongeBob for SpongeBob fans. Avengers. This is timely. So you have one for the Avengers here. Captain America has his own. And the Hulk, which I own this one. The Hulk has his own lanyard. Maybe you're a fan of the Simpsons, so you want to pick up a Duff Beer lanyard. Now I do want to point out, in addition to their standard lanyards that they have, they do seasonal lanyards as well. Halloween Horror Nights is very popular. What I'm wearing today happens to be one from Mardi Gras, so seasonal lanyards as well. So there you go, not too bad. A souvenir for $10 as Marilyn goes by. Hey Marilyn, love ya. Something you can use while you're in the park and when you go back to work. Okay guys, for the next must-buy item on today's list, not too far away from the Universal Studios store, we just have to walk by Shrek and Minion Mayhem until we get to Ride Rockit. Item number 2 on today's countdown is going to be a little tricky because it's going to require you to ride Ride Rockit. The second must-buy item on today's list is going to be a DVD of your ride on Ride Rockit. Now this is something I have purchased for myself in the past. Very fun. They do a lot of graphics with it. It's not just like a straight thing of you riding the rides. Now I do need to warn you, because I have mentioned on my channel several times, there is a secret playlist to Ride Rockit. But if you use one of the secret songs, you will not be able to purchase the DVD because it will not record the video if you choose a secret song. So what is the video of this ride going to cost you? Well, the cheapest package is just a DVD, and that's going to cost you around $35. And then the most expensive package is going to be around $45, but you're going to get some extras. In addition to the DVD, you're going to get some prints, and you're going to get a digital download. So for item number 3 on today's list of must-buys at Universal Studios, I think we'll head down Hollywood Boulevard. Now there is a spot where we can get this in Old New York, but they just opened up a brand new store here on Hollywood Boulevard, primarily dedicated to the next item on the countdown. And that's going to be at the old Five and Dime here on Hollywood Boulevard. There is a store for classic Universal monsters. That is a must-buy. So I guess I should mention, some of these items on today's list are going to be specific items, while others will be a category of items. For example, what we're about to show you right now, the classic monsters, is a category of things that you should buy when visiting Universal. Now the thing with the classic Universal monsters is that they seem to be making quite a comeback here in studios. In fact, during Halloween Horror Nights, they are going to have their own haunted maze, and the word is, when Universal completes their new theme park called Fantastic Worlds, the classic monsters are going to have their own world inside that theme park. So there is a ton of classic monsters merchandise, but what really caught my eye, for this year they have a new design for it. It's almost like a comic book design, very colorful, very fun. So let me give you a few examples. Here is a Turvis for $26, and then for $17 we have the Sipper with the classic monsters in that comic book design. For $20 we can get a mug with the comic classic monsters design. I really like the styling that they did for this. $20 will get you this ball cap of the classic Universal monsters. I like it. $28 will get you this black t-shirt with the classic comic monsters logo in the center of it. 28 bucks for that. For $38 we can get this other t-shirt fully with the comic styling on it, not just like the black one just had that center logo. This one full comic stylization throughout. For $50 we have this ladies garment, and I call it a ladies garment. You know why? Because I can't tell if this is a dress or a nightgown. Either way, $50, comic classic monsters. And for $15 we have these mini movie posters, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, each of them $15 a piece. Good if you have like a movie room or a media room in your house, or maybe you just want them in your bedroom. Now there are 3 specific t-shirts I want to show you in here. This Bride of Frankenstein shirt, $35. This one, $30. And this Frankenstein t-shirt. Each of these, now this one is I think $35 as well. But these 3 I know you can get in my online store. I will go ahead and leave a link to that store in the description of this video. Go check it out. And you know what? It's not just the classic monster stuff that is in my online store. The lanyards you can get there, and as we go through this list, there's going to be more items you can actually buy in my online store before you get to the parks. Item number 4 on our must-buy list is going to take us to the Transformers, and this is going to be an item that you will not find in my online store because it is exclusive to Universal Studios only. The only place you can get it is right here in the park. Let's head inside the Transformers store so I can show you.
Like us, there's more to them than meets the eye.
For $30, you can get your very own evac Transformers. You guys know what evac is, right? Or who he is? If you don't, let me give you the backstory. Evac is the ride vehicle you get in when you go on the Transformers ride. He was created specifically and only for this Transformers ride. You're not going to find evac anywhere else. He is a big part of the backstory to the Transformers ride. He's the one that you're in, you're riding around, you're trying to get the Allspark, save the Allspark, and eventually use the Allspark to save the day. So for $30, this is truly a very unique Universal Studios gift or souvenir. So we just got done with item number 4 on today's countdown of must-buys. We don't have to go far because item number 5 is right there at the Film Vault. Let's go check it out. Yep, right here at the Film Vault. This is where we're going to find item number 5 on today's countdown, which is going to be classic movie items. Here we have a section dedicated to the Blues Brothers, and a section over here dedicated to Back to the Future. Nikki actually owns this Back to the Future t-shirt, which is $25. This Back to the Future t-shirt is actually one of my favorite sayings. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. I have a Jeep, so I don't need a road anyway. And this one is $25. For $19, I love this tin Back to the Future lunchbox. That's one side of the box. And look at the other side of the box. That is from the movie where he right there is where he tried to scare George by saying he's Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan. That's where he got that idea from. That's the back side of the lunchbox. Pretty cool. And who's this guy? Of course, we are going to have a section dedicated to E.T. For $23, this is an adorable E.T. plush. It's a little space pod. that has E.T. inside of it. Oh my gosh, off the charts adorable. Maybe you're a fan of the Gremlins. I kind of like it, good 80s movie. A little section for them as well. So if you're a fan of Universal or Universal Studios, right here, this is the section for you. Jaws. This happens to be my favorite section of the whole store. And on a personal note, I own that t-shirt, which is $22. I own that coffee mug, which is $13. And we also have this blanket, which is $33. Personally, I think at $13, this Jaws mug is one of the best values in the park. There's a little shelving section here dedicated to Jurassic Park. Again, I actually own that mug. And this mug is $17. See what I mean about the Jaws mug at $13 being a good value? Although I should mention, the back side of this mug has a glow-in-the-dark dino skeleton, which is pretty cool. A Breakfast Club t-shirt for $22, and then for $28, 16 candles. I mean, who doesn't heart Jake Ryan, right? And for $22 each, we have a couple of Thor from Avengers t-shirts. Wait a second. This is the Big Lebowski. If you haven't seen Avengers yet, the latest one, Endgame, you won't get the joke. But the joke is that Thor and the Big Lebowski, kind of the same person now. Now, I do want to mention, almost everything we see in the film vault, all that classic stuff from Back to the Future, E.T., Jaws, all that stuff can be found in my online store, myricksflix.com. I'll leave a link, go check it out. You can get that stuff before you even get into the park. So outside of the film vault, we've got the fire hydrant going, and then over here to the right, we've got the Blues Brothers getting ready for a show. This is one happening corner. Before we get to item number 6 on today's countdown, I promised you a bonus, and that bonus is in Springfield. I felt real bad not having anything from the Simpsons or Springfield on this list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a preview of the top 6 things you must eat when at Universal Studios, and we're going to highlight one item from that list. It's a future video. It's going to be here at Lard Lad's Donuts. That's right, for a future list, there will be must-eats at Universal. The Big Pink here at Lard Lad's, this Big Pink donut will make the list for sure. Here's a little preview. So what is this Big Pink donut going to cost you, you may ask? Well, it's going to cost you $7.49 and about 1 million calories. I did ask them how many calories were in that donut. They didn't know, or at least they wouldn't give me an answer. For the last item on today's list of must-buys, there's several spots where you can get this stuff. One, of course, is the Universal Studios store. Also, before we exit the park, there's the It's a Wrap store. But I'm going outside the park for this. So yeah, way across the waterway here, there's another Universal Studios store inside the City Walk complex. I think this store is going to be a little less crowded. Let's head over there for item number 6 of our must-buys, and that's going to be a wearable Universal Studios logoed item. So something specific to the park to say you are at Universal Studios. I mean, we have to get something that says Universal Studios on it, right? We have to prove to people we were here on vacation. And this is the 2019 design. This is the 2019 shirt. This is a design Nikki and I like very much. You know, we have the whole park right up here, and then you got your individual attractions. You've got something for Jurassic Park. You've got Hogwarts Express to represent Harry Potter. Of course, we've got the Minions. Down here we have Homer, Transformers. We've got Kong over here. I really like this Kong on this t-shirt. So Kong and like Jurassic Park are my favorite aspects of this t-shirt. So you have your basic unisex tee. This is a red ladies tee. And then over here, a ringer tee. The unisex tee is the cheapest at $25. The ringer tee is going to be a couple dollars more at $27. And then of course, the most expensive, always the ladies cut at $30. And this particular Universal Studios design is not just on t-shirts, it's on several different products here. For this one, a more heavy duty drinking, probably like a Tervis, seems like a Tervis, $25. And the mug is $20. And quite honestly, mugs should be its own category. It should be an honorable mention on this must buy. You must buy a mug from Universal Studios. I don't care if it's Avengers, the Universal logo, Captain America mug, something. So there are tons of t-shirt designs, not just the ones I showed you earlier. Just walking around the store. This one is a little more quiet than the other one, the one that's in the park. Come check out your Universal gear. You know what? I have to mention the Universal Studios hats. Nikki loves these. She's always getting these hats. And they are usually about $23 to $25. And if I know my wife, and I believe I do, of the hats we've seen so far, this one right here, I bet you she's gonna want this one when she sees this vlog. Okay guys, the bad weather is about to roll in. That means we need to roll out. And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rick's Flicks, and now it's time to relax. But before we leave for today, let's do some viewer shout outs. This is how I say thank you to those who donated to our coffee page. First up, from Montana, I would like to say thank you to Hannah, Tyler, and Patty. And also, I would like to say thank you to William. Thanks for the butterbeer, William. Next up, let's say thank you to Lauren, and we hope to run into you someday in the parks, Lauren. And lastly, for today, a coconut smile to the Mercer family. Thanks for watching, guys.